So MacBooks are some of my favorite products from Apple. I love them so much and they have so much capability, especially now with the M1 and M2 chipset of devices. But let's go ahead and take a look at what a certified refurbished MacBook and how it kind of compares against a brand new MacBook. Now, this is what I'm definitely going to tell you. If you own any MacBook at all, the best thing to do is to just get the one in your price tag that can last the longest amount of time. Now, what I mean by that is if you plan on buying any type of Intel Mac, that may not be the best way to go. Getting one of the M series of chipset devices is probably going to be the best way to go. There's still some advantages for Intel ones. I made some videos about, Intel versus their M series, and I'll definitely tell you most of the advantages are for their M series of chipsets. So with a certified refurbished MacBook, you can buy both an Intel one and or a M series one as well. And what's a good thing about a certified refurbished MacBook is they are certified refurbished from Apple. And what's great about that is for some reason compared to their iPhone, certified refurbished and any of their other products, there are so many certified refurbished products, especially in that MacBook and iMac catalog from Apple, which is so beautiful. So if you plan on buying, a Mac Mini, an iMac, whatever you're going to plan on buying, you will probably end up being able to buy one of their certified refurbished Macs on their website, which is so awesome. So keep that in mind. Their quantity is massive. They have pretty much every type of spec of Mac you can buy here, which is so cool. And that's one thing that I really do like about their certified refurbished Macs compared to their, standard products that they have, like their iPhones and iPads. There's not really a lot of them all the time. Their Macs, there's a ton of them. Now, the first thing to keep in mind is what are the differences between a certified refurbished Mac and a brand new Mac? Now, here's the thing. If you're getting a certified refurbished Mac from Apple, it is going to be almost identically the same thing as a brand new Mac. So meaning what basically the process is, if somebody buys a Mac and then they go ahead and return it, let's say they buy, an iMac, they plan on returning it. Typically, Apple will just go ahead and brush that thing up, make sure it looks good, make sure all the parts are guaranteed working, replace anything that they need to, and then they'll go ahead and just resell it. The same thing goes if somebody has a trade-in MacBook. So if they have like an M1 MacBook and they're buying like an M1 Pro MacBook, they can trade that in and get some money, and then Apple will go ahead and fix it up, make it look almost brand new. It's going to be almost a brand new device, and they'll go ahead and sell it to you. Now, from Apple's own website, they say all refurbished Mac models are backed by a 1-year warranty. They have free delivery, they have free returns, and they also include fully functional testing, genuine Apple parts replacements if it's necessary. Think like broken screens, broken keyboards, Mac trackpads, whatever, and thorough cleaning. They also have the original operating system or a more recent version, whatever, and they also have cables and accessories if you need to as well. So they say all devices or refurbished devices are repackaged in a brand new box with all the accessories and the cables. So I'm imagining if, a specific Mac comes with a keyboard and a, magic mouse, well, yours is going to come with it too. So keep that in mind. You're really not missing out on too many accessories. So basically, what are the main differences then? If you're basically almost getting a new Mac, why are these ones so much cheaper? Now, the first thing to keep in mind here is one, the customizability isn't as high as something like a brand new Mac. So if you wanted to get a specific model of a MacBook, let's say you wanted the M1 Pro MacBook, but you needed 2 terabytes of storage and you needed 32 gigabytes of RAM, well, on the brand new side, it's very easy. You just go ahead, spec it out to whatever you needed to. If you need that 2 terabytes of storage and 32 gigabytes of RAM, go ahead and input that. Go ahead and buy it and you're good to go. On the certified refurbished side, you are pretty much at the mercy of Apple. Whatever products they have available, that's really the only products they can sell. So they can't just go ahead and make up a refurbished model because it's a refurbished model. They can only sell what they have. Now, chances are they may end up having that. And I would say with the Mac specifically, and with that in mind, you are definitely probably going to find whatever model you're looking for and or a model that's pretty close. Maybe you won't be able to get the 2 terabytes of storage, but maybe you can get 1 terabyte or maybe you can get 3 terabytes, and that might be around the same price as, a standard model. So that might be something to keep in mind as well. The only other thing too on top of that probably is the fact that the, model was used. So if you're not comfortable with buying somewhat of like a used product, then that is obviously going to be where some of the main issues will lie at. I know a lot of people like myself who are completely okay buying a used product if it means you can get a really good deal. And that is something I love. If I can, save a bunch of money and buy a, used product, I'm totally okay with that. As long as everything is working, I really don't care what, specific size or whatever, like there's scratches on or whatever. I don't really care too much. But not everybody is like me. And a certified refurbished MacBook is usually in better quality than a used product. What I mean by that is basically if you plan on buying a used product like a used Mac, you are going to assume that it's going to have scratches and stuff, but a certified refurbished product from Apple should not have any scratches. It should be completely almost in brand new condition. And I've personally I've purchased a few different used certified refurbished products from Apple, and a lot of them were Macs. And in my personal opinion, like I bought an Intel Mac Mini from them. I bought that was a 2018 model, the space gray one that was pretty big. I bought the M1 MacBook Air certified refurbished from them as well. And I believe I bought the M1 iMac as well from them too. And I bought another Intel iMac from them, the 5K model, the 2020 model, in their certified refurbished situation as well. And every single one of those models that I purchased from them came in almost brand new condition. I could not tell you if that was a brand new device or if that was used at all, because they are almost always in brand new conditions. They are not coming to me in like super bad conditions or anything like that at all. So personally, that is another reason why I like the certified refurbished ones, because they come in almost brand new condition. I would say they are basically brand new at that point. Now, another big advantage for a certified refurbished model is the fact that, at least on Apple's side, you have a lot more, quantity of Macs you can choose from. So maybe you don't have the exact, specs that you want to spec out each specific model at. Like maybe you can't choose the 32 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, whatever you want, but you do have a lot more of an assortment of devices that may not be sold in the brand new market anymore from Apple. So some examples of this are like some Intel iMacs. On certified refurbished side of Apple is still selling some of these Intel iMacs, and there might be some people who want an Intel Mac, and I don't think on the brand new side you have that capability, but on Apple's side you do. So that is pretty cool. On the certified refurbished side from Apple, you can at least go ahead and pick up a Mac like that, which is actually really cool. Now, another thing on top of that is with the quantity of Macs, like I mentioned before. If for some reason you have a Mac that is sold out in the brand new market, maybe it's not coming to you in time, or maybe it's, that model has a shipping date that's like way further than expected. Well, you can always go on their certified refurbished side and see if that same Mac is there, and you can just buy it there. And the shipping times are probably going to be less because they already have that model in hand. It's just people don't think about going to the certified refurbished side because it's a used product. People don't like it. So that's another thing to keep in mind too. And to be honest, to kind of wrap it up, I think getting a certified refurbished Mac is definitely the best way to go. From my experience, whenever I had something like a certified refurbished Mac, I've had 3 or 4 of them by now, I've had an amazing time with them. And that is something that I've always loved about these specific Macs. They have a lot of capability and they're awesome. But when you have something like a, certified refurbished Mac going up against a brand new Mac, you have to keep in mind there are way more similarities than differences. At least from the hardware themselves, if you're just looking at them brand new, there's not really going to be too many differences. The main differences come in when it comes down to can you spec out a Mac to exactly what you want in the certified refurbished market? Maybe you can, maybe you can't, depending on what you're trying to do. In the brand new market, you can always get what you want. However, in the certified refurbished market, you can't really get what you want, but they're in really good quality still. And they're for, a couple hundred, and they're at, depending on the price tag, can be, saving you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So that's some other stuff to keep in mind, but that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.